So recently, I made a video talking about how unlucky you could get in a single turn of Pokemon. And the video did decently well, I guess. So naturally, with such a complex topic, I got a lot of comments correcting me, telling me about some mistakes I made, and suggesting new strategies where you could get even unluckier. So today, I'm gonna respond to those comments and hopefully improve on the strategy even more. But firstly, to those of you who haven't seen the original video, which you should by the way, link in the description, I'm gonna quickly recap on what the main premise of the video was and the rules. Basically, I tried to see how unlucky loser could get in one single turn. Getting unlucky includes things like loser getting crit, missing his attacks, etc. The rules are that the luck in question has to actually matter and that this challenge is going to take place in single battles. In that video, the strategy I came up with was to skill swap Flame Body onto loser and maximize his evasion. Then freeze, confuse, and infatuate the opposing Smeargle, let's just call him Kyle for now, and also minimize his accuracy. After that, loser would use Population Bomb on Kyle, Kyle's Focus Band would activate 10 times in a row, then Kyle would not succumb to infatuation and not hit himself from confusion. Then Kyle is also going to use Population Bomb, not miss a single hit, and get 10 max roll crits in a row while not activating Flame Body. The chance of all of this happening is this number on screen or this much percent. Now that the recap's over, let's move on to the comments, and oh boy, there were a lot of them. The most common remark I got was basically just, "Dude, Kyle can use Metronome to call on Population Bomb, which would be even unluckier." The problem I have with this strategy is that you're assuming that Population Bomb is the only useful move that you could get from Metronome. You could also get like Spore, which would put loser to sleep, and that would obviously also be useful. But what about less accurate moves like Grass Whistle and Sleep Powder? Those would also put loser to sleep, but they could still miss, so those would only be useful 75% and 55% of the time respectively. And what about Ice Beam? Most of the time it's gonna be useless, but just 10% of the time it would freeze. However, even if it did freeze, loser could just instantly unthaw. So like, what do you do there? And what about Nuzzle? That would paralyze loser, and then 25% of the time loser wouldn't be able to move. Do you see where I'm getting at? You would have to do this for every single move that can be called by Metronome, which is near enough every move in the game. I don't know about you, but I don't want to spend the next 10 hours calculating the chance of every move being useful or not. That is just way too much work, so instead, I'm just gonna add a fourth rule saying that Metronome is banned and will not be used. A lot of people were saying that the Flame Body calculation should have been 70% to the power of 9, not to the power of 10, as after the 10th hit, loser dies and Flame Body just becomes irrelevant. Well, if it was a 1v1, then I would agree, but let's just assume that this isn't a 1v1 and that loser still has other teammates alive. In that case, Flame Body proccing on the 10th hit would still be nice for loser and his team, because Kyle would still get KO'd at the end of the turn. But yeah, in the video, the example I used, it was a 1v1, so I can see how people got confused by that. That's my bad. Now, basically for this entire video, I've been covering comments that I can either explain or give excuses for. But I'm only human, and that means that I'm gonna make some mistakes too. Another thing that a lot of people have been commenting is that I could skill swap Hustle onto Kyle to make his Population Bomb even less accurate. So at first I thought that this would be impossible, since you can't skill swap Hustle onto Kyle and still skill swap Flame Body onto loser. But then I realized something. You don't have to skill swap Hustle onto Kyle. you can just use a mon that has hustle as its ability, and then make that use mimic learning population bomb, so then you can still have the exact same setup. And then by using this thought process, I was able to replicate the exact same setup that I had before, except this time Kyle has hustle. So thanks to whoever posted those comments, you were right, and yeah, I'll make sure to change the accuracy calculation of population bomb. But speaking of population bomb's accuracy, I did make a mistake there. While calculating the accuracy of population bomb, I said that it would have a 9% accuracy. However, that was wrong. You see, the combined modifier of accuracy and evasion cannot go lower than -6. Let me use this as an example. Let's say that you have -6 accuracy, then every move you have would have the accuracy cut in third. If your opponent had +6 evasion, then your accuracy wouldn't get cut in a third again because it's already at the lowest it can be. But in my video, I assumed that it would get cut in a third again, so yeah. I'm just gonna adjust the calculations real quick, and after factoring in the new and correct accuracy of population bomb, the unluckiest turn in Pokemon has this much chance of happening, or this much percent. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see ya.